player, right?
They should be able to survive a potential lightning storm.
No, I'm not saying the lightning. I'm saying they said they needed 90 minutes.
Even the helmets are conductive, but who cares about that?
All right, I'm off my soapbox.
Is that they go out there and play. No, listen, I've never had to play through a delay like that. I thought it was a little bit ridiculous, but at the same time, player safety is important, and it's important to make sure everything starts on time. Who knows what was going on with the network? But yes, that definitely took our post-show real late.
Well, when we run Fox, Jay, it's going to be a lot different.
Okay, all right, well, let's start talking about the highlights. I want to talk about Noah Brown. What an amazing game he had.
Listen, when you talk about a kid that everyone was just buzzing about for the last 2 years, he had injured 1 year, didn't have any catches the next, we weren't sure what he was about. He came out last night and showed the whole world who he is and what he's about on the biggest stage possible. When you look at that catch right there, it's just such an amazing catch for so many reasons. One, he ran the route to perfection to create enough space for JT to weave that ball in there. Then he catches it really with one hand. He catches the ball and the cornerback, keeps both feet somehow in bounds, and comes up with it, keeping full control of the ball in possession. This is a next level play, we call them. These are the kind of plays that NFL scouts look at and go, oh my God.
Right, and everybody knew it had to go to the end zone because there was barely any time left in the half, and Ohio State didn't have any timeouts. They had one play to throw it, and
well, and what makes it so amazing is JT really threw a back shoulder fade, which is what a lot of quarterbacks like the in vogue play, where you have the receiver run one way, get the defensive back going with him, and then you throw the shoulder on throw the ball on the opposite shoulder, which forced him to turn around, and the DB had no chance right there, but no one expected that play.
Let's talk about our basic defense, which
yes, the basic defense. How's that backup quarterback feeling right now? Is he?
I don't know.
Is he banned from speaking with
the
media?
He's wearing a hat awfully low in Norman today.
Yeah, I don't remember the kid's name, and no one should. That defense
they didn't miss a beat.
Listen, the defense has become our identity as a team, I believe. I think turnovers are the key to everything. We didn't turn over the ball once. We took two, and then we had one for a touchdown. As you see right here, Jalen Holmes tips the ball right to my man, Jerome Baker, who is fast emerging as somebody we need to keep our eye on. Very fast linebacker, kind of a linebacker slash nickelback. He does a little bit of both, but he also had a couple sacks later on in the game. And then what you see is my man, Marshawn Lattimore, who's just taking advantage of Baker Mayfield's, I don't know, getting a little bit greedy. He's got a little bit of a gunslinger mentality. He thinks he's Brett Favre, as everyone's saying. He admires Brett Favre. What he must admire or not admire is that Brett Favre led the NFL all-time in interceptions, and that's what happened last night to Baker Mayfield. What a great play. What a great job getting the ball into the end zone.
You know, so many weapons on this team, you know, a young team, and everybody's talking about, you know, they passed the test, you know, playing with Oklahoma. This is test number one. But so many other players. Let's talk about Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel is fast becoming the guy.
Wow.
He is the all-purpose. He's like a walking Swiss Army knife that he can do a little bit of everything. He can run outside. He can run inside. He can catch the ball. He can create space in the slot. On this play right here, as much as I would love to gush about this run, as you see it from another angle, look at the blocking up front. I mean, look at all the big hogs up front just clearing space. You got tight ends blocking downfield, knocking off safeties. All he had to do was turn the corner, hit the Jets, and he was cruising. But this guy is becoming our go-to nightmare matchup guy. He's so hard to defend because you're not sure how we're going to use him. And Urban loves to use that Cadillac back, he calls it, which is kind of like an all-purpose guy, but he's the best guy for it.
The off week, they got to make sure they're not reading their press clippings because, you know, everybody's gushing about him right now.
Well, this is the trap you can fall into for a young team. I'm not going to call them inexperienced because we got a lot of guys that played a lot of football, but the reality of it is you got a week and a half off. The good thing is we get to get healthy, right? You know, had a couple injuries out there. Garyon Conley, we're hoping he just had a stinger. Urban said it wasn't anything serious. He's still our best cornerback, and he's our defensive back leader. You got a week to get healthy. Don't read the press clippings. Don't watch us gush about you. Don't watch me. Watch us. But just, you know, take it easy because the reality of it is they have a long season. We haven't gotten to the Big Ten yet. We all know the Big Ten is tough man football.
All right, Jay.